Welcome back to Gunners Central, your home for the latest Arsenal news, transfers, and match analysis. If you love everything about the Gunners, make sure you subscribe, like the video. Arsenal's rise to the top of the Premier League table has not only reignited belief among supporters, but has also transformed the club into one of the most attractive destinations in European football. And that growing stature is now being reflected in the caliber of players being linked with Mikel Arteta's project as the January transfer window gathers momentum. Sitting clear at the summit and chasing their first league title in more than 2 decades, the Gunners are no longer operating as hopeful challengers, but as a genuine powerhouse planning both for immediate success and long-term dominance. Against that backdrop, reports linking Arsenal with elite names such as Arda Guler, Diomande, and Marc Guehi underline how ambitious the club's recruitment strategy has become, with Andrea Berta and Arteta working in tandem to fine-tune a squad that already appears the most balanced in the division. One of the most eye-catching stories to emerge from Spain claims Arsenal are actively exploring what has been described as the signing of the year by attempting to secure Real Madrid playmaker Arda Guler on an initial loan in January, before completing a permanent transfer worth up to €90 million in the summer. According to reports, Arteta has personally requested the signing, believing the Turkish international fits perfectly into Arsenal's technical and positional style, offering creativity between the lines, intelligence in tight spaces, and the ability to dictate tempo in advanced midfield areas. Guler began the season brilliantly under Xabi Alonso, forging an exciting understanding with Kylian Mbappe and looking every inch a future star at the Bernabeu, but his influence has gradually diminished as Real Madrid's squad rotation and tactical adjustments have taken effect. Much like Endrick Felipe, who has already completed a loan move to Lyon, Guler is now being viewed by sections of the Spanish media as a possible gem who could temporarily leave to regain rhythm, though the crucial difference in Arsenal's case is the inclusion of a massive buy option or obligation. The reported €90 million figure reflects both Madrid's valuation and Arsenal's belief that Guler could evolve into the creative heartbeat of their midfield for the next decade, potentially following a trajectory similar to Martin Odegaard, who also arrived from Real Madrid with questions over his long-term role before blossoming into Arsenal captain. While caution is advised given the source of the claims and Madrid's reluctance to weaken Alonso's squad mid-season, the fact that Arsenal remain long-term admirers of Guler adds credibility to the idea that, should an opportunity arise, the Gunners would be ready to act decisively. At the same time, Arsenal's forward planning is not limited to midfield creativity, with reports suggesting the club have launched an aggressive pursuit of RB Leipzig star Diomande, a player viewed internally as a potential transformational upgrade on the left flank. Arsenal already boast one of the strongest attacks in the Premier League, yet Arteta is relentless in his desire to improve marginal gains, and Diomande's profile fits the modern winger the Spaniard covets: explosive, versatile, tactically intelligent, and capable of contributing goals consistently. The Ivorian international has attracted interest from Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich, highlighting his elite standing across Europe. But Arsenal are said to believe they can offer both a clearer sporting pathway and a more defined role within a settled system. Leipzig's reported €100 million valuation represents a significant obstacle, yet Arsenal's financial position has improved dramatically thanks to Champions League revenue, sustained league performance, and smart squad management, making such an investment conceivable if the club decide Diomande is the missing piece. For Gabriel Martinelli, this interest represents an uncomfortable reality of elite football, as Diomande's ability to operate on either wing, combined with his superior underlying metrics in areas such as progressive carries, chance creation, and defensive contribution, could see him become the first-choice left winger should the deal materialize. Martinelli remains a valued squad member, but his output has dipped since his explosive 2022-23 campaign, and Arteta has never been afraid to make ruthless decisions when evolution is required. While Diomande's arrival would intensify competition rather than guarantee an exit, it would undeniably shift the balance of power on Arsenal's left side and underline the club's commitment to assembling the most complete attacking unit in England. Alongside these attacking ambitions, Arsenal are also carefully monitoring defensive reinforcements, with Marc Guehi emerging once again as a prime target amid uncertainty surrounding his Crystal Palace future. Guehi has long been admired at the Emirates, with Arsenal tracking his development since his Chelsea days, and his leadership, composure in possession, and Premier League pedigree make him an ideal fit for Arteta's high-line system. Palace manager Oliver Glasner's recent comments have only fueled speculation, hinting that a move could be possible, particularly with Guehi's contract situation entering its final phase. While Manchester City are reportedly considering a January move due to defensive injuries, and Liverpool remain keen after failing to land him last summer, Arsenal are said to be positioning themselves strategically, weighing up whether to act now or wait until the summer in the hope of securing him on a free transfer. Bayern Munich's interest further complicates matters, but Arsenal's appeal lies in the stability of their project and the opportunity for Guehi to become a long-term pillar of a title-challenging side. Importantly, any defensive addition would not be a reflection of dissatisfaction with William Saliba or Gabriel Magalhaes, but rather a recognition of the physical demands of competing across multiple fronts and the need for elite depth capable of sustaining performance levels deep into the season. What links all three transfer narratives is Arsenal's clear shift from opportunistic recruitment to proactive squad construction, targeting players who are either already elite or possess the potential to become world-class within Arteta's structure. Whether it is the technical brilliance of Guler, the explosive efficiency of Diomande, or the defensive authority of Guehi, each profile aligns with a long-term vision rather than short-term fixes. While not every link will materialize and January remains a notoriously difficult window, the fact Arsenal are now being mentioned in conversations involving 90 to 100 million euro players from Europe's biggest clubs is a powerful statement of how far the project has come. As the Gunners prepare for defining fixtures against domestic rivals and continue their push for silverware, these transfer stories serve as a reminder that success on the pitch and ambition off it are now moving in the same direction, and that Arsenal are no longer building to compete someday, but to dominate now and in the years ahead. Beyond the individual names being discussed, what truly stands out is the strategic clarity now defining Arsenal's recruitment model, one that blends elite-level ambition with calculated patience. Unlike previous eras where signings were often reactive or driven by short-term gaps, the current hierarchy are clearly identifying players who can elevate the team technically, mentally, and tactically for multiple seasons. Arteta's insistence on profiles that are comfortable in possession, capable of pressing aggressively and intelligent enough to adapt across roles, has narrowed the market but significantly raised the quality threshold. This is why Arsenal are willing to wait on complex situations like Guler's at Real Madrid or Guehi's contract impasse at Crystal Palace, rather than rushing into deals that don't fully align with the project. It also explains the club's confidence in competing with European giants financially and strategically, knowing they can offer a defined sporting vision rather than just wages. Crucially, these links send a message internally as well, pushing current squad members to maintain elite standards amid growing competition. With the Premier League title within reach and Champions League ambitions firmly alive, Arsenal's transfer planning reflects a club that understands success must be sustained, not chased. Every potential addition is being assessed not just for what they offer today, but for how they shape Arsenal's identity tomorrow, reinforcing the sense that this squad is being built to dominate both domestically and in Europe for years to come. What makes this phase especially significant is how Arsenal are now operating from a position of strength rather than desperation. Leading the Premier League has changed how rivals view them and how targets respond to their interest. Players see Arsenal as a destination where development and trophies can coexist, not a stepping stone. This leverage allows Arteta and Andrea Berta to be selective, patient, and even ruthless when needed. As rivals scramble to plug weaknesses mid-season, Arsenal are calmly shaping a squad designed to peak at exactly the right moment, ensuring that any January or summer business only sharpens an already formidable machine.